Welcome back to Transcriber from Reddit. Today's topic comes from the subreddit FemaleAntinatalism, posted by user Titty Spliff. The post comprises 3 screenshots with the title, An Honest Warning. The tag on this post says cross post in I would say a medium to lighter medium blue. The text at the bottom of the screenshots says, last slide is OP's response to being called out for using the term, quote, unchosen journey, end quote. As of recording, this post has 155 upvotes and 6 comments. What would be this unchosen journey, you ask? That would be parenthood. Allow me to read to you the original OP's comments. The title of this is Finding Purpose in Honestly Warning Others. As parents gathered here, we thought our honesty might lift the toxic isolation, but the loneliness runs deeper still. Each story mirrors my own. Dreams displaced, independence stolen, sacrifices that felt noble, but crushed us beneath their heavy reality. We believed propagation was our primal right, never doubting the sales pitch that claimed fulfillment through miniature copies of ourselves. But our children are individuals from birth, deserving love beyond mere shared genes, and in prioritizing creation over those children already living without families, did we not fail the most vulnerable among us? The smiling photos others coo over only conceal our private hell, a suffocating sentence to roles we now know were never truly chosen. Our identities died in infantics, fragile cries, and every moment since revolves around demands that drain our very souls. Mealtime messes and milestones others praise feel meaningless against such cost. We promised ourselves adventure, purpose, rest. Yet the mundanity of endless diapers and disasters leaves no room for life outside these walls. How did we not see that cooing babies become screaming, needy dependents for years? And how will our children weather futures we can barely withstand ourselves, from climate chaos to economic hardship? Does the fleeting praise of banal achievements really repay crushing one's own existence? And how can we prepare innocence for uncertainties we cannot face ourselves, trapped as we are in lives that can never be reclaimed? At least here, in this group, we can speak truth. Parenthood has withheld everything advertised, and instead filled our days with remorse for other paths left untaken. If sharing our sorrow spares even one couple this fate, letting them see where fulfillment does not lie, then our regret will have redeemed a choice forced upon us without consent. For those who valued honesty over paltry smiles, we hope in solidarity you find solace and inspiration toward recalling your inherent worth beyond the roles society declares you fulfill. You are not alone in this unchosen journey. And then this, the third and last slide, where OP is responding to someone's criticism. The original poster says, I understand, and I don't mean to imply anyone forced their decision on me. becoming a parent was my choice at that time. Still, looking back, I see how much outside influences likely shaped my perspective without realizing it fully. Society only shows the highlight reel without the day-to-day challenges. That made the reality harder to envision clearly. Once committed to such an enormous responsibility, it's tough to change course, even if privately your feelings are mixed. Doesn't that undermine truly owning your decisions long term? A commitment on this scale deserves going into with your eyes wide open to all sides. You need support regardless of the road you end up on. But achieving fully informed consent can be difficult when others have already framed the narrative for you. Maybe, quote, unchosen journey, end quote, wasn't the right way to frame how I feel now. More that expectations shifting post-baby can cause internal disconnect, and navigating that alone takes its toll without others who've been through it too. The original poster's link wasn't included on this post, but I do want to thank OP and the person who cross-posted this. I feel like this post was made in the subreddit Regretful Parents, and not without good reason. Raising a child, a human, a tiny human who is not yet an adult, is at the bare minimum 18 years worth of hard work on your part. And that's not even considering your partner's part. There is a lot of societal pressure to get married and have kids. Or if you're not married, at least pop out kids. For the dads in the relationship, it is so that they will carry on the family name. For the moms, it is phrased much more as it's going to be the most rewarding work you will ever do in your life. You will never regret being a mom. And other lines along similar thoughts. If anything, it is harder to be a mother than it is to be a father. Fathers get awarded the bare minimum for showing up and get even more praise when they do the bare minimum of parenting their tiny humans. Mothers take on the emotional and mental labor of that role, and they often become the primary parent. Regardless of that dynamic that often happens between mothers and fathers, I think the way that OP here has phrased it very well. It encapsulates what both well-meaning and parents who are trying their best, what they are going through on a day-to-day basis. And imagine what it would be like for a parent who isn't trying their best or is trying to shortchange the children in their life. I'm sure that we could agree on this, we could disagree on this, but more than that, I want you to consider OP's points laid bare here. Raising children is hard work, regardless of the parent's role. Any parent, any good, decent parent, is going to suffer and is going to experience the things that OP is experiencing here. You could argue that it is such as life, and all parents of ours and their parents had to suffer similar things. However, I believe that it is worth considering, and it is worth propagating this information, not as propaganda, but as the cold, hard truth. raising children is difficult. Raising tiny humans to become functioning adults is hard work. We need to uplift both parents that are doing well in life, whether that is the mom doing well, the dad doing well, or both of them doing well. And we also need to castigate and shame the bad parents, whether it be the mom, the dad, or both. Parenthood is hard work, and not everyone deserves to become a parent. All children are gifts from God and deserve parents, but not all parents deserve children. And yes, you heard me say that children are gifts from God. Because children are gifts from God, they should not be wished lightly on anyone or taken without due consideration, or their challenge undertaken without the proper thought and preparation behind it. That concludes today's video. Please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, leaving a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.